The Candyman. According to legend, if you look into a mirror and chant his name 5 times, he will appear behind you and his hook will be the last thing you ever see. But who is the Candyman? The story itself first appeared in 1890 after the death of a painter in Chicago. The Candyman was the son of a slave who became extremely wealthy when he invented a machine that allowed him to mass produce shoes during the American Civil War. The man was able to send his son to all of the best schools in America, and as a result he grew up to become a good-natured gentleman and an established painter. The young man was commissioned by a wealthy landowner to paint his daughter. The painter fell in love with the landowner's daughter, and they would eventually have a child outside of wedlock. When the girl's father discovered their relationship, he was outraged. He hired a lynch mob to find and kill the painter. Eventually they cornered the painter in a barn, and they cut off his right hand with a rusty blade. They smeared his body with honey, and watched as bees stung him to death. Future generations of the neighborhood would christen him the Candyman. The Candyman is a towering 6 foot 5 inches tall. He wears a brown fur trench coat, a white cravat around his neck, grey pants, and polished leather shoes. He has a bloody hook in place of his right hand, which he uses to mutilate his victims. The trench coat is used to cover the grotesque mutilations he suffered. Underneath it reveals his skinless ribcage and his hollowed out abdomen, his organs infested by the bees that live within him. In the second Candyman movie, we find out that his name is Daniel. Sometime after his death, Daniel's ghost rose from the grave and became a vengeful spirit who will torment anyone who dares to question his existence. His only goal was to keep the stories and rumors surrounding his death alive, as he believed if people feared him, he would be able to continue to haunt the land. And so the legend rose. Anyone who shall recite the name Candyman 5 times in the mirror, then immediately turn off the lights, will summon the ghost, who will slay all that have witnessed its appearance. The Candyman is immortal and cannot be killed by conventional means. However, it is believed that there is a mirror that contains his soul and is the source of his power. If the mirror is destroyed, he will cease to exist. If you've enjoyed this video, then please go ahead and leave it a like. Consider subscribing if folklore and mythology is something that interests you. If you have anything you'd like to discuss or have any ideas for future videos, then please go ahead and let me know in the comments below. As always, I've been your host, Mythology and Folklore Explained.